Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Problematical. We were discussing exercise 2.4 and in my last video and I got cut off. So I'll restart with the question that I was discussing from question 5, first part. In question 5, you have to factorize these given expressions and they all are cubic polynomials. So how do you do that? If it is a cubic polynomial, we know that we will get 3 roots or 3 zeros or 3 values of x. The first given polynomial, let us assume to be p of x. So let p of x is equals to x cubed minus 2x squared minus x plus 1. Sorry, plus 2. So this p of x ultimately can be written in factors as x minus a, x minus b into x minus c. The first factor out of these three should be calculated by hit and trial method or trial and error method by assuming the values. Now here you can make use of your factor theorem. The factor theorem states that whatever constants you have, whatever constant term you have, here your constant term is 2, factorize that 2 and place those values in the equation to check whether your remainder is 0 or not. So the factors of 2 would be, by using factor theorem, 2 factors would be plus minus 1, plus minus 2. Let's try and place any of these values. Let's see minus 1. So then x is equals to minus 1. Your p of minus 1, we've taken it randomly. You can check for all values. For whichever values you get a 0 value, that will be your one of these three ABC values. So p of minus 1 is equals to minus 1 whole cube minus 2 of minus 1 whole square minus of minus 1 plus 2. This is equals to minus 1 minus 2 plus 1 plus 2. Now, luckily, this your remainder came around to be 0, so we need not solve it any further, which means that minus 1, your x is equals to minus 1 is a factor. X is equals to minus 1 is a 0 of p of x, which means x minus of minus 1, x minus of minus 1, which is equals to x plus 1, is a factor of p of x. So now your p of x can be written as x minus a, x minus b, and let's see, I put minus 1 in place of c, so it is x plus 1. What happens if I take x plus 1 on the left hand side? Your p of x divided by x plus 1 gives you x minus a into x minus b. Now this is a simple method of division. If you divide p of x by x plus 1, you'll get a quadratic polynomial as your quotient, and factorizing that quadratic polynomial will give you these factors. So all you have to do is direct division. Let's directly divide. You're given p of x by x plus 1. P of x, x cubed minus 2x squared minus x plus 2 is divided by x plus 1. Here, the division method so states that in your rough work, you have to divide this first value x cubed by the first value of g of x, x. This will give you x squared. Place this x squared here. Multiply this x squared by your complete g of x, which is x plus 1. You'll get x cubed plus x squared. So x cubed plus x squared. Like terms are placed underneath each other, x cubed below x cubed and x squared below x squared. You will subtract them, change the sign of your second two terms. Plus becomes negative, plus becomes negative. These two will get cancelled. X cubed minus x cubed. When you change the sign, you'll consider the below sign rather than the initially stated sign. Minus 2x squared minus x squared will give you minus 3x squared minus x plus 2. Again, minus x, 3x squared has to be divided by x. It will give you minus 3x minus 3x multiplied by this. So minus 3x into x is minus 3x square. Minus 3x into 1 is minus 3x. Subtracting, change the sign of the second. First term gets cancelled. Minus x plus 3x will give you 2x plus 2. Now, if you divide 2x by x, you will get 2. 2 multiplied by x is 2x, and 2 multiplied by plus 1 is plus 2. Subtraction, sign change, this cancelled, and 2 minus 2 is also cancelled, so your remainder is 0. You will always get a 0 over here if this is if the denominator g of x is a factor of p of x. So you will never get a remainder. Your remainder will always be 0. Now, this quotient, which is, let's say, q of x, let's say this value is q of x. This q of x is this value. Q of x is x minus a into x minus b. So all you need is to factorize q of x, and you got the rest of the two factors as well. So let's factorize it. X squared minus 3x plus 2. This value is equals to x minus a into x minus b, because this value is the result of p of x divided by x plus 1. Factorizing this means middle term splitting method. Now, in this sign is negative, this is positive, so both the factors, both the roots are negative, and your multiplication becomes positive. 2 you have to factorize. 2 into 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So x squared minus 2x minus x plus 2. This will give you x common, x minus 2 minus 1 common, x minus 2. This value is equals to x minus a into x minus b, which is equals to x minus a into x minus b. So x minus 1 common, x minus 2 is left out. The other way around, x minus 2 is common, x minus 1 is left out. X minus a, x minus b. So these are your factors. The factors would be, you're supposed to factorize. So lastly, you'll write it in full presentation form. X cubed minus 2x squared minus x plus 2 is equals to x plus 1, x minus 1 into x minus 2. This is your final answer. Next. Now, in the second question, I will solve it a little faster. X cubed minus 3x squared minus 9x minus 5. The first step is assuming which value to place in terms of x so that you get a remainder 0. 5 can be factorized as plus minus 5 and plus minus 1. Let's start with the simple values plus minus 1. So let's say your x value is 1. So at x is equals to 1, your p of x, let's say this function is p of x. P of x is equals to 1 cube minus 3 into 1 square minus 9 into 1 minus 5. This is 1 minus 3 minus 9 minus 5. Now this will definitely not be equal to 0. You can calculate the value, but we know that it is not equal to 0. What happens when x is equal to minus 1? P of minus 1 will give you minus 1 whole cube minus 3 into minus 1 whole square minus 9 into minus 1 minus 5. This is equals to minus 1, minus 3 into plus 1 is minus 3, minus 9 into minus 1 is plus 9, minus 5. Minus 5, minus 3, minus 8, minus 1, minus 9, minus 9 plus 9 is equals to 0. What happens for other values? Now you already got the value of x is equals to minus 1. So your root is x is equals to minus 1 and your factor is x plus 1. But let's see what happens if we continue solving this. At x is equals to plus 5, you get p of minus 1 is equals to p of 5. Yeah, p of 5 is equals to 5 cubed minus 3 into 5 square minus 9 into 5 minus 5. This is 125 minus 3 into 25 minus 45 minus 5. Let's just place a partition. Now, P of 5 will be equals to 125 minus 25 into 3. So this is 75 minus 45 minus 5 is minus 50. What is this? 7 plus 5 is 12. So this is 125 minus 125, which is equals to 0. So you're getting a value 0 for 5 as well. So 5 is also a root of your given polynomial P of x, and x minus 5 is a factor of P of x. So here you got two factors of P of x. Beyond this point, there are two approaches. Like one, you can go with the normal method that we did in the previous question, considering either of these two values as g of x, get the quotient, factorize the quotient, and those are your three factors. The second method that you can follow is, one second, let me just change the color. Yeah, the second method that you can follow is multiply these two. Now we know that your P of x is equals to x minus a, say a is unknown, the other two factors are known to you, x minus 5 and x plus 1. So multiply these two. Now instead of taking just one in the denominator of P of x, or taking only one value as a g of x, let's multiply and take the whole thing as g of x. So you'll get a quadratic polynomial as your g of x. If this method is difficult to you, you can resort to the previous method, considering either of the two values, x minus 5 or x plus 1 as your g of x, and then get the same result. This divided by multiplication of these two. Now, what happens if you multiply these two? X minus 5 into x plus 1. You can do this orally by using the formula, or you can do it manually. X into x, x squared, x plus into 1, x minus 5x minus 5. X squared minus 4x minus 5. This is what you get. So let's write this over here. X squared minus 4x minus 5 is equals to x minus a. Now, this P of x is divided by this particular value. Let's divide it. The P of x states x cubed minus 3x squared minus 9x minus 5. X squared minus 4x minus 5. I wouldn't be writing any rough work over here. I'll be doing it orally, but it is recommended that you do the rough work till you're very thorough with understanding how the division actually takes place. X cubed divided by x squared, which will give you x. X is multiplied by the whole expression, which is x cubed minus 4x squared minus 5x. Subtraction, change the signs of the second level. This gets cancelled. Minus 3x squared plus 4x squared gives x squared positive. Minus 9x plus 5x gives you minus 4x minus 5. If you can see this, all three terms is exactly the same. All you have to do is plus 1. 1 multiplied by whole thing, you'll get the same. Subtract, change the signs, and cancel all three terms to get the remainder 0. This, what you got over here, this value, your g of x, your q of x, is your required third factor, or this is the value of your x minus a. So the three factors for this p of x will be one second. Right. So the three factors of this will be x plus 1, and x minus 5. What happened here was when you placed x is equals to 1, you got that x plus 1 is a factor. But after division, you also got x plus 1. So these two values are same, which means there is repetitive roots or two roots with the same value or two repetitive factors. Either you can say repetitive factors or two factors. Next. Third part. In third part, the p of x given is x cubed minus 13x squared plus 32x plus 20. Here, this is a big number, 20, which means 20 will have many factors. Let's write those factors. These factors would be plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 4, plus minus 10, plus minus 20. What's left? Plus minus 5. So you have 12 different values. You need not check for all. Just get a calculated guess. If you observe the coefficients, this is 1, minus 13, 32, and 20. Now, what happens if you add the coefficients? You will not get a 0. But what happens here, if you place x is equals to minus 1, this sign will change to minus 1. This will remain as it is. This sign will change to minus 32, and this will change to 20. This is plus 13, sorry, in the Google question. Yeah. So what happens in this case? Still, in the first scenario, all are positive, so you will never get a 0 if you place x is equals to 1. But in the second scenario, minus 32 minus 1, it is minus 33, and 13 plus 20 is plus 33. So it easily gets cancelled when you place x is equals to minus 1. Now this is by observing the coefficients. So before placing plus 1 and minus 1, what you can do is you can tally the coefficients. You can check just on the basis of coefficients before actually writing it on a paper. Here, by observation, we can say that when you place x is equals to minus 1, you will get your remainder as 0. So let's do that. P of x. In P of x, let at x is equals to minus 1, your P of minus 1 is equals to minus 1 whole cube plus 13 into minus 1 whole square plus 32 into minus 1 plus 20. This is equals to minus 1 plus 13 minus 32 plus 20, which we know will get cancelled with each other to get 0. Which means minus 1 is a root of P of x, or x minus of minus 1, which is x plus 1, is a factor of P of x. Which means if you divide your P of x by x plus 1, you should get a quadratic polynomial to give you two factors, remaining two factors, x minus a and x minus b. Let's do the actual division to get these values. P of x is written here, x cubed plus 13x squared plus 32x plus 20. This is divided by x plus 1. So this is x squared, x cubed plus x squared. So x squared is multiplied by the whole g of x. You subtract, change signs, calculate further. First step gets cancelled. Plus 13x squared minus x squared gives you 12x squared plus 32x plus 20. Now this value, 12x squared is divided by x to give you 12x. 12x multiplied by this gives you 12x squared plus 12x. Subtraction, cancellation. 32x minus 12x gives you 20x plus 20. So all you have to do is add 20 because 20x divided by x is 20. 20 multiplied by this will give you 20x plus 20. Subtraction, cancel, your answer is 0. Now your P of x will be equals to, first is x plus 1 and second factor is the combination of the rest two are available in x squared plus 12x plus 20. Now there is a shortcut to perform this middle term splitting method as well. I'll teach you that shortcut right now, but you have to solve the whole thing in your paper. So x squared plus 12x plus 20. The shortcut says that both are positive, so both roots are positive, both signs are positive. 20 should be split in such a manner that the addition is 12. 4 into 5 is 20, but the addition is 9. 2 into 10 is 20, addition is 12. So these are your factors. Both signs are positive. So your answer will, you can directly write as x plus 2, x plus 10. I'll use the same shortcut for the next question as well, so you can understand it better. But you should factorize it by using middle term splitting method, and the steps should be shown in your paper. Next question, P of x given is 2y cubed plus y squared minus 2y plus minus 1. Here you have minus 1. Now what? Observe this. In the previous question, your coefficient of x cubed was 1. Previous to that, coefficient of x cubed was 1. Previous to that, coefficient of x cubed was 1. In the last question, your coefficient of y cubed is 2. Now, when your coefficient of first highest power term is not equals to 1, this term multiplied by this term, which gives you 2 or minus 2 to be precise. This is what you're supposed to factorize. Not just the constant, but constant multiplied the non-1 constant of your highest power term. So this will be plus minus 1 and plus minus 2. Irrespective of minus 2, you will consider plus minus for the factors, because 2 factor will be 2 into 1. So let's see, let's check for plus minus 1 using the shortcut that we studied in the previous question. Coefficients are 2, 1, minus 2, and minus 1. If you place plus 1, all the coefficients will be added, which means these two get cancelled, which means 1 is a factor. That's done. We need not check for the others, but we will check for minus 1 at least. So with minus 1, the sign of first term will change, so it will be minus 2. The sign of second term will remain as it is because it's y squared. Third term will change to become plus 2, and fourth term will be equals to minus 1. So again, the minus 1 gets cancelled and your plus 2 minus 2 gets cancelled. So minus 1 is also a root or factor of the given polynomial. So let's make use of that. If you get two factors, try to use it so that your actual division process gets reduced and your calculation time is further reduced. So your P of x will be equals to x minus 1, x plus 1 into x minus a. What is this? A minus b, a plus b. Formula is a squared minus b squared, which is x squared minus 1 minus a, P of x. So you'll divide your P of x by x squared minus 1, and whatever you get in quotient will be a linear polynomial, and that will be equivalent to x minus a. Sorry. Next, let's do it by actual division method. Dividing the P of x, which is 2y cubed plus y squared minus 2y minus 1 by x squared minus 1. This is 2y. So sorry, I wrote it all in the form of x. Your variable is y. Everywhere where I wrote x should be y. Try not to make the same mistake in exam. Oh God. Y right, we're back on track now. So it is y square minus 1. 2y cubed divided by y square will give you 2y. 2y multiplied by this will give you 2y cubed minus 2y. Subtract, change the signs. With this, these terms get cancelled and you're left with y square minus 1. Y square divided by y square is 1. So plus 1. Y square, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. Change the signs. Cancel, remainder 0. Your remainder will always be 0 in such scenarios. So if your remainder is not coming around to be 0, there's something wrong with your calculation. You should recheck and then come up with the right answer after calculating, obviously. So this will be your Q of x, or required value of y minus a. So finally, the P of y becomes equals to y minus 1, y plus 1 into 2y plus 1. Let's continue with exercise 2.5 in the next class. Thank you.